Let's discuss Supplier module of Sage Business Cloud Accounting. Create a new supplier. Suppliers. Add a supplier. Enter supplier name. If you have supplier category or group, you can enter supplier category. Supplier category used for reporting purposes. For an example, if you want to analyze your local suppliers and overseas suppliers' purchases, you can create local supplier category and overseas supplier categories. Opening balance. If you are implementing the system for a new company, there is no opening balance. If it is an old company, you can enter supplier balance as at system start date if supplier balance available. Opening balance as at. This is system start date. Auto allocate payments to oldest invoice. If you activate this option, oldest system will automatically allocate payments to oldest invoices. If you want to allocate a payment to particular invoice, don't activate this option. We will discuss payment allocation in detail in Allocate Payment section under Supplier Transactions. Active. Some suppliers may discontinue transactions with your company. In that case, you can inactivate the supplier. If you inactivated a supplier, you have the option to select Inactive Suppliers display in the reports. This option will discuss under Company Settings. Credit limit. If your supplier provides credit limit to you, you can enter the credit limit. When you are exceeding the credit limit, system will generate an alert. Tax reference. If your supplier tax registered company, you can enter supplier tax number. Supplier details. Postal address. Enter supplier postal address. Physical address. If supplier has different address, you can enter physical address. You can link the Google Map link to supplier address. Contact details. Enter supplier contact person name, email, telephone, mobile, fax, web address if available. If you enter supplier email, you can directly email supplier purchase order to the supplier. Default settings. Default discount. If your supplier provides regular discounts, you can enter default discounts amount. When you enter supplier purchase order or supplier invoice, this discount rate will calculate from the system. If you want, you can change the discount percentage in the invoice processing time. Default tax type. If your supplier charges tax, you can select the relevant tax type to the supplier. Due date for payment. You can enter the supplier credit period. Currency. If you activated multi-currency module, you can select supplier currency. If you select different currency, you can invoice supplier's currency. Foreign currency value automatically convert to home currency in financial statements. If you have foreign currency suppliers, you can generate supplier reports in home currency and foreign currencies.